There are moments when something as simple as a child's smile or a gentle hand on your shoulder completely softens the noise inside. Nothing outside has really changed, yet your inner world feels different, quieter, lighter, somehow more at ease. What if those moments are not accidents, but reminders of who you really are beneath all the labels, habits, and reactions? In this video, we'll gently explore how our personality is shaped by family, environment, past impressions, and the choices we make now, and how, beneath all of that, there is an original layer of peace, love, and quiet strength that has always been there. Stay with this journey, and let's slowly uncover the space within you that doesn't have to beg the world for peace, because it is peace learning to remember itself. You may have noticed that certain people, places, or even a child's smile bring an immediate sense of ease. There is peace in the smile of a child and in the gentle touch of a mother. These moments are not about religion or belief systems. They reveal something about the state of our own mind and the invisible energy we are constantly exchanging with one another. The gesture is physical, but what we truly feel is the vibration of purity, innocence, love, and acceptance. Psychology also suggests that nonverbal cues like facial expressions and touch can rapidly transmit emotional states between people, a process sometimes called emotional contagion. Wherever there is peace, happiness is rarely far away. From here, consider something simple. What does it mean to be natural? With a mother and child, love looks effortless. With adults, it can feel like hard work. Effort appears whenever we try to do something for someone in a calculated way, trying to please, trying to impress, trying to be good enough. Naturalness is different. It is what happens when we are simply ourselves, when we are not performing or adjusting to fit an image. Certain qualities begin to surface on their own. At the deepest level, those qualities are peace, love, and happiness. They do not have to be earned. They are part of our original inner pattern. We do not need to search for them outside. We only need to remember and allow them. You might be wondering, if peace and love are natural, why do so many people say, "I am just short-tempered," or "by birth, I am like this"? Many of us define ourselves by our date of birth, personality labels, or familiar phrases. I'm irritable. My partner is sweet. My child is stubborn. These descriptions sound fixed, as if our nature is permanently stamped on us. In some traditions, there is another word for what we call personality. Impressions, deep patterns, or tendencies in the mind. These impressions are not random. They arise from different sources, and together they shape how we think, feel, and respond. You might now be asking, where do these impressions really come from? One stream comes from family, living in the field of our parents' and relatives' moods, beliefs, and reactions. We often absorb their habits and emotional patterns. Modern personality research also finds that traits are influenced by both heredity and the family environment. Parents' behavior, values, and emotional climate all contribute to how a child's personality develops over time. A second stream comes from the wider environment. our country, religion, culture, city, school, and friends. The beliefs, customs, and attitudes around us slowly become part of our inner landscape. Studies on personality development describe this as socialization. Long-term exposure to certain environments can gradually shape traits like conscientiousness, emotional stability, and sociability. A third stream of impressions is described in some spiritual views as patterns carried from earlier phases of our journey, like recordings that continue playing even as the outer costume changes. Whether or not one fully accepts this, it offers a way to understand differences that upbringing alone cannot explain. It suggests that each person arrives with a unique inner history, not all of which is visible in their current life story. Think for a moment of two children in the same family. Parents often say, "We gave both children the same upbringing. Why are they so different?" The same home, same school, same neighborhood sometimes, even twin children, born at the same time, yet completely different personalities. From the outside, everything looks identical, but inwardly, each one carries a different set of impressions, like two different recordings arriving in the same house. When this is not understood, comparison begins. "Look at your brother. You should be like him." Harsh words follow. "I don't think you're my child. There must have been a mistake at the hospital." The parent is confused and hurt. The child is confused and hurt. Neither understands where these patterns are coming from. You might be wondering about more specific examples. A child in a comfortable, wealthy home may still have a strong impulse to take other children's pencils or small belongings. He does not need them. He may not even be consciously choosing it. The tendency feels automatic, as if something within is moving before thought can catch up. Psychology describes something similar in the idea of automatic or habitual behaviors, which can be activated by cues in the environment without deliberate intention. Over time, repeated actions strengthen pathways in the brain, making certain responses feel natural, even if they cause problems. This is one way to picture how deep impressions operate when there is no awareness. They play themselves out again and again, like a track that keeps running in the background. At this point, a natural question arises. If these patterns are so deep, is it really possible to change? There is often only a tiny gap between something happening and our reaction. A loud sound, a sudden interruption, a triggering word. It can feel as if there is no choice at all. Yet with attention and practice, that almost invisible space can open, even slightly. Over time, this makes a quiet but real difference. Cognitive and behavioral therapies work on a similar principle. By bringing awareness to automatic thoughts and choosing new responses, people can gradually reshape long-standing patterns. Consider a simple situation. A mobile phone ringing in the middle of a talk. At first, it may cause instant irritation and inner commentary. Why can't people be more considerate? Don't they know they should put their phones on silent? Outwardly, we might still speak about calmness, while inwardly we are disturbed. The first change is just to notice this. Later, the reaction softens. They forgot. It happens. After some time, the sound may barely register as a disturbance at all. The ringtone is just a sound, even a fragment of music. What has changed is not the world, but the thoughts we generate after the sound. The trigger remains, but the old chain of reaction loosens. You might be wondering what it really means when someone says, "It's just one thought away." Here, one thought away is not a promise of instant perfection. It is a reminder that a single clear realization can shift how we relate to an event. How can I allow a small ringtone to disturb my mind? In that moment, the focus moves from the outer sound to the inner response. The sound is no longer the master of our state. The realization does not erase all reactions at once, but it opens a new pathway inside. Over many such moments, that new pathway can become the default route. The same process can unfold with many small irritations. Someone walking across our line of sight while we are speaking, unexpected movements in the background, small disruptions in our plans. At first, they shake us. With repeated awareness, they lose their power. This is the beginning of a new impression being formed, choosing stability where there was once irritation. So far, we have touched 3 streams of impressions: those absorbed from family, those shaped by environment, and those described as carried from earlier stages of our journey. None of these are easily controlled from the present moment. There is, however, a 4th stream: the impressions we consciously create now. These arise through awareness and through what is often called willpower. You might be wondering, what exactly is this willpower? Willpower can be understood as the inner capacity for self-control, the ability to choose long-term values over short-term impulses. Psychological research on self-control shows that people who consistently practice small acts of self-regulation, like keeping commitments or delaying gratification, tend to build stronger habits and experience better outcomes in many areas of life. When we say, "I am short-tempered, I cannot help it," we are handing our power over to the past. When we remember, "I can choose how to think and respond," we begin to write a new pattern. Think of willpower as a precious tool kept in a locked box. If we never learn that the tool is there, we depend on others or on circumstances to change for us. If we know it exists but never open the box, the tool still lies unused. Turning toward inner work, reflection, meditation, honest observation is one way of opening that box and learning how to hold what is inside. Addiction is a clear example. Someone may watch hours of television or spend most of the day online. They decide, "From today, only 1 hour." In that moment, they create a positive, intentional thought. But often, beneath it, many quiet thoughts also arise. "This is my habit. It has been there for years. It will not change quickly. It is too hard for me." These hidden thoughts slowly weaken the original decision. When the person compares themselves to others who changed faster, they may conclude, "They have more willpower than I do." The inner sense of weakness grows. Research on mindset suggests that how we view our own self-control, whether we see it as limited and fragile, or as something that can be energized, can influence how long we persist with difficult tasks. If, instead of repeating discouraging thoughts, the mind holds one simple, steady direction, this is the change I am moving toward. The inner energy is less divided. The process may still be gradual, but it is clearer. You might now be asking, what about the influence of others on this process? We do not live in isolation. Our thoughts affect others, and their thoughts affect us, especially in close relationships. Imagine a child spending too much time online. A parent says, "From tomorrow, only 1 hour." Outwardly, the words are firm and encouraging. Inwardly, the parent may be thinking, "He will never change. He always does this. He doesn't listen." These thoughts are a form of subtle communication the child receives, even if neither person is consciously aware of it. Psychological studies on parent-child relationships show that parents' expectations and beliefs about their children can shape the children's own beliefs and behaviors over time, sometimes called a self-fulfilling prophecy. If the child is already struggling, inner doubt from the parent can weaken them further. On the other hand, if the parent holds a quiet, clear thought, "You can do this. I believe you can," that conviction can support the child's own effort. The same applies in workplaces, friendships, and partnerships. True support is not only in what is said aloud, but in the silent stance we hold toward one another. Thought and attitude shape the emotional climate of every interaction. This also connects with the way we speak to each other in everyday situations. There can be a gap between words and thoughts. One might say, "You look great in that shirt," while inwardly thinking, "What a terrible choice." Courtesy can be useful, but when it becomes a habit of saying what we do not mean, something deeper is affected. The other person may not be able to read our mind, but they can sense the mismatch. The interaction feels slightly artificial. Over time, trust erodes. The relationship rests on unstable ground, and small conflicts can easily shake it. Each time we say something we do not mean, we are not just misleading the other, we are also weakening our own inner coherence. Thoughts, words, and actions begin to pull in different directions. This inner split quietly reduces our strength. In psychological terms, living out of alignment with one's values can increase inner tension and reduce well-being. Practicing integrity here is simple, but not always easy. If we do not genuinely like something, we do not have to praise it. At the same time, we can soften our own lens. This may not be my personal taste, but it suits them. It fits who they are. When our thoughts recognize this, our words can follow honestly. Gradually, the distance between inner and outer lessens. Communication becomes clearer. Our inner power is conserved instead of scattered. At this stage, another layer appears. Beneath all learned and acquired patterns, is there something more original? Alongside the 4 types of impressions, family-based, environment-based, carried impressions, and consciously created habits, there is a 5th, the original impression, the deepest nature of the self. This is described as inherently pure, peaceful, loving, joyful, powerful, and rooted in understanding. It is not something that needs to be constructed. It is what remains when agitation, conditioning, and fear are quiet. You might be wondering what shifts when we relate to ourselves from this place. There is a subtle difference between I want peace and I am a peaceful being. I want peace assumes lack. It turns us into seekers, often depending on the world to change before we can feel settled. I am peace begins from fullness. From this stance, we may still prefer calm environments and harmonious relationships, but our basic identity is not waiting for them. The hands that used to reach outward to ask can now also open outward to share. When we rest even a little in I am peace, I am love, I am a being of awareness, something changes in how we move through daily life. Stress does not have to be deliberately given to others. It radiates naturally when we are tense. In the same way, when we are settled inside, peace and warmth radiate without effort. People may feel more relaxed in our presence without knowing why. Research on emotional contagion and group dynamics suggests that the mood of one person can subtly influence the state of others, especially when they are closely connected. Energy, like an atmosphere, is quietly contagious. Gathering these threads together, our personality can be seen as a blend of 5 kinds of inner patterns. Those absorbed from parents and family, those shaped by environment, culture, religion, society, friends, those described as carried from earlier stages of our journey, those we consciously create now, through awareness and willpower, and beneath them all, the original pattern of the self. Purity, peace, love, happiness, bliss, understanding, and power. You might pause here for a moment, not to judge or analyze, but simply to notice. Which of these streams feels most active in you right now? Which do you usually identify with? And what happens inside when you quietly remember that? Beneath them all, there is an original pattern that is already whole. Thank you for being here in this space. Let's end this video with a short guided meditation. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Let your hands rest wherever they feel comfortable. Take a slow, gentle breath in through the nose and exhale softly through the mouth. Again, breathe in, noticing the coolness of the air, and breathe out, allowing your shoulders to drop just a little more. Begin to notice the simple feeling of being here, the weight of your body, the contact with the chair, the floor, the bed beneath you. Now bring your attention to your heart area. Imagine the peaceful smile of a small child, or the gentle, caring touch of someone who truly loves you. Notice how your body responds to this image, maybe a little warmth, a bit more softness, a slight ease in the chest. Let this sense of warmth spread through your body, as if your whole being is sitting inside a gentle, calm atmosphere. You might notice thoughts passing through the mind. Some are about today, some about the past, some about the future. For a few moments, let each thought be like a cloud in the sky, appearing, moving, and slowly fading away. You do not need to chase or fight them. Just notice. Here is a thought, and then return to your breath. As you breathe, quietly offer yourself a few simple lines in your own mind. I am peaceful. I am calm. I am more than my habits and reactions. Notice how each line feels in your body. No need to force anything, just letting the words touch the surface of your awareness. Now, gently think of one situation where you often feel triggered. A sound, a person, a habit, a small irritation. See it from a little distance, as if you are watching it on a screen. As you watch, allow one clear thought to arise. In this moment, I can choose my response. Feel that possibility in your chest and in your breath. Even if it is small, even if it is subtle, there is a space between what happens and how you respond. Rest in that space for a few breaths. Once more, repeat softly inside. I am peaceful. I am loving. I am a powerful, aware being. Let these words settle like gentle echoes within you. Take one last slow breath in, and a long, relaxed breath out, allowing this sense of quiet strength to stay with you as you return to your day. When you are ready, gently open your eyes. Thank you for sharing this moment of stillness. If this practice resonated with you, you might like to explore more reflections and meditations here in this space. You can support this journey by liking the video, subscribing to Within Stillness Space, and sharing it with someone who may need a gentle reminder of their own inner peace. May these reflections linger gently in the background of your day, like a soft echo you can return to whenever you wish.